So another thing that I'm actually missing, and I cannot believe I missed this, but during my undergrad, again, as this as this excited little child that I was, because they were like animation, I was like everything was awesome to me, right?
Yeah.
Um, well, a senior of mine who was still a good friend of mine,
Yeah.
she was like, "Hey, there's this conference called SIGGRAPH,"
Okay.
and she was like, "It's this animation conference, and you meet people from DreamWorks and Disney and stuff like that over there." And I was like, "Oh, cool, that sounds awesome." She's like, "It's in Singapore," and I was like, "I want to go to Singapore." That was more enticing to me than the conference, and
Yeah.
so and then I had an email address, but I never
Okay.
looked. I had no need to look at an email back then.
Yeah.
I was like, email existed, and I don't know. For an account, maybe Facebook account, I needed an email, so I have an
Yeah.
email, right? Um, so I'd applied to this SIGGRAPH where you write essays and stuff like that. I didn't think too much into it. I just applied and I forgot about it. And one day, I don't even know what happened. I had to check my email for something, and I found this acceptance, from this program. They're like,
Wow.
"You've been selected as a student volunteer at this ACM SIGGRAPH conference in Singapore."
Yeah.
And here and with housing, they're gonna house me, and they were
Oh,
like,
nice.
we'll give you accommodation.
Nice.
And then I remember I called my dad, and I was like, "I don't know what this is really. It's something to do with animation, and I
Yeah.
want to go. That's where I want to go." I mean,
Wow.
and again, like my parents, they were like, If it sounds important, go."
Wow.
So they didn't question it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when they say question it, they asked a few questions about it. They were like, "What is it?" And I mean, I didn't know what it really either. Like, sorry about that. I don't know what happened.
No, that's okay.
Um, I didn't know what it was really either. And we went off the website and we were like, "Okay, great. This is something to do with CGI, computer graphics, great." And that was the turning point of my life.
Mm.
Like me going there. So I went there just because it was Singapore, and we got to travel together. I got to go alone to this country. Like I had to take a. It was like a vacation sort of thing, right? In my
Yeah.
head, I was like, "I'm going to
Yeah.
Singapore."
Yeah.
Sure, I don't know what this SV thing is, but SV is student volunteers, but I'm going to go. And that started, and I loved everything about the conference because you live in a dormitory system where you stay with about 200 other students from all over the globe. Like
Really?
I mean, I met students from France and Germany and Australia, and these are people I've never, like, these are like countries that I've never like really interacted with people from, right?
Mm.
And it blew my mind. I was
Wow.
like, this is the greatest thing ever, right?